Welcome back to Crusader Kings 3. Today we're going to be carrying on with our Kingdom of Ireland playthrough. And at the end of last episode, we finally managed to take some of Wales. So what I'm thinking of doing today is let's go ahead and disband that army, because we actually just recently finished the war. There we go, just so we get a bit extra gold per turn. What I'm thinking of doing is we can actually take these remaining lands belonging to the Welsh Norse, like this guy and this guy. I think this guy is Welsh, so maybe we can offer him just vassalage here, and then what we could do is even take on the Danelaw, although they do have plenty of large allies, so maybe that's something we would have to plan a bit for. But we look at Lancaster, they're Anglo-Saxon as well, but what we can do is actually at least take back some of the Welsh lands here, and I think eventually we will actually want to go to war with the Danelaw anyway to kick them out of the British Isles here. So, without further ado, I think we can already go ahead and declare this war. These guys don't seem to have many big allies. Oh, 2,200. Where are they coming from? Down in Brittany. Now, I think we might be able to win the war, even before they manage to reach us. But just to be safe, let's go ahead and put a rally point down here. Over in Wales, just so that we can raise an army over here and not have to sail across from Dublin. But let's go ahead and start off the episode here with a war. We're going to... Oh, Lord. Who are you? You're Welsh Norse. You're also Welsh Norse. Right, we're going to ignore that. We're going to go ahead and conquer county and then give it out ourselves. So let's go ahead and declare this war. It's only 75 prestige. And we will go ahead and raise our armies here. Oh, it's going to take 3 months. That's longer than I anticipated. Oh dear. What we can do though is we can actually call on our house members. We can't call on you. We can call on you though. So let's go ahead and call on our house members. There, for the Irish conquest. Okay, I was declaring for the wrong war there. So they should be able to come and help us, which is all good. There we go. Our house members joining in with the war. I should have realized, because we just disbanded, it's going to take a bit of time for our army to raise again. And we have managed to sway Lord Rodri. Now, I don't think he's the one we want to sway. This guy also likes us. Let's go ahead and take a look at our vassals. Is anyone really not liking us? This guy doesn't like us. Neither... Oh, we have a lot of vassals that don't like us. Let's see. My brother-in-law really not liking us. Let's go ahead and start swaying him, just so he doesn't go ahead and start any factions or uprising, because we know he's prone to doing that from previous episodes. And there we go. Lord Les has become your Chancellor. He has used his weakhood, so I cannot fire him. My Chancellor? You have... free diplomat. You could have picked something. You have 17 stewardship. Why didn't you make yourself my steward? Oh, that's silly. But our culture did just go ahead and discover crop rotation. So that unlocks all tribe economic buildings. That's also cool. So what we could also go do is let's go ahead and research city planning. Because I do want to go ahead and build village centers, shrines, prayer halls, minor megaliths, and trading outposts. In fact, we're already searching that. I just realized we unlocked crop rotation passively. So that's cool. I think that's the first one in the series we have unlocked. Having this guy as a chancellor is really annoying. That's probably going to cause us problems at some point. Now, some enemy... Brittany is already here. Now, I should probably go and fight them. Betrothed can marry. Let's go ahead and get that off. It's not matrilineal, sadly, but that's fine. Now, I might go ahead and take my army to go and fight Brittany. It seems risky, but we should be okay there. And we have a visit. I am passing through Dun Pradeg with the capital of my rival and vassal High Chieftain Joshua, when I receive an invitation to visit his castle. As I arrive, he welcomes me with respect and a tour. One thing that strikes me is that the place is full of unfinished projects. Just show me to my rooms. I lose 10 stress. Let's go ahead and pick that one. Of course, we do like to roleplay a bit here. Hopefully these guys don't manage to get away. We do have an ally as well joining in, just in case we need them. And there we go, the Battle of Landdodno. Hopefully we should be fine. In fact, if we look at the balance of power, it does look like we're going to win this one quite easily. And my councillor has died. So I have lost my steward now. What I might do, can I move you to stewardship? Let's go ahead and get rid of this. I'm going to reassign you to stewardship. There we go. So that makes sense. And then what we can do is let's go ahead and give my vassal here Chancellor, because he does have 22 diplomacy. So that's all going to be good there. And things are looking much nicer in the council now. So that's all good. Let's go back to this battle though. And we do unlock a new diplomacy perk as well. Let's go ahead and get Inspiring Roar, monthly prestige per powerful vassal on the council, plus 5%. I do like the sound of that one. We can call a hunt, but let's wait. We can ask our head of faith for gold, so I will go ahead and do that. And there we go. I have considered your plight and decided to grant your request. May these funds help you spread the true faith in your lands. I will use this wealth wisely. Indeed, I will. We do manage to win that battle there. Oh, we took a lot of wounds, and we also lost 2 champions. That's why I don't like doing battles against the Norse. They aren't very strong. Let's go ahead and stop this siege though. We can host a feast. Let's go ahead and wait for that. I was meant to host a feast after we conquered Gwynedd here, but I must have forgotten. Let's go ahead and fight these guys. There we go. That should be a very, very quick battle there. And we do in fact manage to kill and capture one of them, so that's good. Now we can go down and siege their capital. That should give us plenty of war score here as well, to hopefully end the war quite early. And then we could go on to Gwent as well. 6 months on the siege vote. We do have Brittany's army coming back into the north. We're done with our siege in 4 months though, so I don't think they can siege. Yeah, they're going to take 18 months. So that's absolutely fine. So let's carry on this siege here. We have plenty of piety, I just realised. Earning our way towards religious icon there. So just over 3 weeks left on the siege. And hopefully this will be enough to end the war. And there we go. We managed to capture a valuable hostage. In fact, the guy who owns the land. So let's go down here and enforce our demands. To the heartless High King Failchad, tales of your misdeeds are told from island to cafe. You are a much greater foe than I imagined. In order to put an end to this bloodshed, I will comply with your demands. So be it. Now, titles can be usurped. Let's not bother with that. What I will go ahead and do, though, is... Let's see. Let's speak to this guy. I actually want to give him another title. Here we go. You can look after the Welsh lands for now. So let's go ahead and give him that. And Wales is slowly growing. We can go ahead and disband our armies now as well. So that's all looking good too. We're currently in September. So I might wait until next year before we declare another war. Just because winter is approaching. And we do have a knight's declaration in our court. As I pace towards my throne, I overhear my champion proclaiming something to my wife. I wonder what secrets her mask protects. Is it a shield or just an effect? For her life is my life, and our life to be the beautiful start to a family tree. Is he trying to sleep with my wife? Is he reciting romantic poetry to my wife? Grain, get away from him, you harlot. What happens here? If something is happening between them, it's likely to end. I spent 75 prestige, though. Do I trust my wife? No. Both my wife and the champion there lose opinion on me. But I'm not allowing that to happen. Definitely not. So let's go ahead and put an end to that right away. And greetings, my benign liege. I have arrived in Dublin to pay homage to you, glorious High King, as a show of my loyalty. I bring you rich gifts worthy of your majesty as a token of my goodwill and servitude. Ah, so you're Norse. Show Lord refill in at once. And we gain 50 gold. That's nice. And double entendre. I wait patiently on my throne for the arrival of Lord Refill, who is soon announced and ushered before me. He kneels in deference as attendants bring forth his gifts of coin and precious objects. The oath is taken, and scribes record his pledges to serve the Kingdom of Ireland. Though the Lord has clearly practiced the Goidelic vows, he mispronounces several sections, humorously changing their meaning and leaving my courtiers stifling titters. Good effort, Refill. It is not an easy... Yeah, you know, he's made the effort to come and speak Irish here. It's not an easy language. Good effort. We gain some court grandeur there, also some prestige and some gold. And we do gain 50 renown as well. So let's go ahead and praise him there and accept his vows to serve us. Now, if he really wanted to serve us, where is he? This guy. You would convert to insularism. I will go ahead and demand conversion. In fact, I'm going to demand that of all of my new vassals. Let's see, and demand your conversion as well. We don't want Asatru worshippers owning their lands. If at least they try and convert to religion, that should be good. I see the wisdom of your faith, but I hope you understand what a long winding path it is from the darkness into the light. Perhaps if you promised to support me in whatever way I need, the journey would be an easier one. I don't agree with this. I don't trust her. Not the same way I trusted the other guy, because a completely different religion. She loses... Oh no, we lose opinion of her for 15 years. But it does allow us to rightfully imprison her for not converting. That could be a good way to reclaim the lands, actually. I will not bargain for your soul. Luckily, this guy who just pledged his vows does decide to convert. So blessed be God. Good for you. And this guy also not wanting to convert, so again it allows us to legally imprison him. We're not going to allow that here. Now we can imprison both of these. We have a 55% chance to imprison her because she is a known criminal, resisted conversion. So let's go ahead and try to imprison her. And then what we're also going to do, I think we have to try and imprison... We can't even imprison him. Maybe we have to wait for this event to tick over. Let's go ahead and see. To my liege, your wicked deeds have gone unpunished for far too long. That changes today, for I have come to deliver holy retribution upon you. I cannot lose, for Odin is with me. Let's go ahead and rally the troops. I can promise you, Odin is not with you. And there we go. Oh, she's trying to sail. Men, can we catch up before she does that? Probably not. That's a bit annoying. We have lost that war, but that wasn't our war anyway. Betrothed can marry, so let's go ahead and send that off. There we go. Was that a kid that just accepted that? Weird things are happening. Right, so let's go ahead and send... We're going to send this army off here, and then this army. I'm just going to leave them here, mustering their units. In fact, they're both going to muster their units, aren't they? I think I'm going to sail them over here, just so we can go and engage battle with them, because it's not a lot of men to deal with, so if we split up, we should be fine. We can call house members to war, but honestly, it's really not worth it. It's absolutely fine. Now, what we can also do is let's go ahead and build in Dublin. We can upgrade this to a level 2 tribal hold. Gives us some extra taxes, ups the fort level, some extra levies in garrison, and garrison reinforcement rate as well. So let's go ahead and upgrade this. There we go. It's going to take 5 years, but that will definitely be worth it. We have a new alliance with Duke Magnus Halfnesson. Where are you? Oh. How do I... Yoldum of the Northman Army. Oh, is that like up here in Sweden? How do we have an alliance with the Northman Army? Don't they usually attack us? Okay, maybe that's just a pop-up before it happens. We'll have to see. We do manage to catch up with their army though, so that's good. There we go. We managed to defeat them there. And we also managed to capture one of their men as well, so that's also useful. We actually need to go ahead and sort through our prisoners soon. Let's go ahead and move our army down there. And my son does learn the Norse language, so that's also useful. We can create some duchies. That's a lot of pop-ups, isn't it? How long left on this siege? 6 months left on this siege. I might go ahead and disband this army, because these guys are leaving anyway. Yeah, let's go ahead and disband that army. We don't need all of our forces here. One of my prisoners has died in my dungeon. And we have managed to sway High Chieftain Joshua. There we go. So he's on plus 78 relation with us. That's good. 5 months left on this siege. 4 months left on this one. In fact, we might have to raise some men here just to go and stop this siege. Let's go ahead and send them down. And our royal court is now grandeur 2. It keeps going down. We should probably invest some gold in that. Let's go ahead and chase them here. There we go. We managed to capture another enemy. So that's useful. And what I might do here is actually just keep this army here. In fact, their army is now gone, so we can disband this. And look at that. We've actually managed to win the war. So let's go ahead and enforce demands here. We imprison her, which is good. So we enforce here. There we go. She is now our prisoner. So be it. And we'll go ahead and disband our men. Now, if we go to our prisoners, there she is. Can we now revoke her titles? Because she is a known criminal, we can revoke her title without being viewed as a tyrant. However, we do gain 20 stress because we are generous. Now, this is one of the times where I think overriding the generous thing fits within the roleplay. Because if we look at ourselves here, we are a virtuous person and we are a paragon of virtue here. So we are a man of faith. So I think the fact that she refused to acknowledge that and convert is reason enough to revoke her titles. So what I will do actually is go ahead and revoke that title, even though it will cause me a bit of stress. And there we go, to the rattling High King Fairchild. I see no choice but to bow to your decision to strip me of the earldom of Perfedwell. Yeah, Welsh names. Even tougher than the Irish names. Now, what I can do is I know this guy is looking very strong. But I'm going to go ahead and give him this lands as well. No, which lands? This lands? Wait. Who took this? Can I not give him this land? Oh, I can. There we go. My steward and vassal. So let's go ahead and give him this. There we go. And that actually reduces stress by giving away titles as well. So that's cool too. Now, we need to go ahead. Wait, before we go ahead and try and imprison him, let's check the rest of our prisoners. So she's in house arrest. I'm actually go ahead and move her to the dungeon just because I don't trust her there. This guy is also in house arrest. He's as a true Anglo-Saxon. I'm going to go ahead and move him to the dungeon. What about this guy? He's Catholic Welsh. So I assume you were imprisoned because you were in an army. What I'm going to do here is I'm actually going to... We're not even going to ransom you because you're not worth anything. I'm going to negotiate release. Demand conversion. So he converts to insularism. But he is Welsh, so he's free to go ahead and live back in his homelands there. What about this guy? He's as a true Welsh. This guy I'm going to move to the dungeons. What about you? As a true Norse. Again. Oh, you're already in the dungeons. You should be in the dungeons. And you're also in my dungeon. There we go. So we've done some cleaning up there. And now we can go ahead and try to imprison this guy. It's not going to work, so we're definitely going to need a second war here. There we go. To my liege, peace be with you. It seems that there is no recourse for our dispute other than to settle it on the battlefield. So we're going to go ahead and rally the troops here. Of course, they're going to raise up almost instantly as well. And what I'm going to do is stop raising men And go ahead and fight him before he manages to sail off. There we go. An ally does join the war. Okay, but they have no men, so that's fine. If we go ahead and siege that, that should be very quick. We did manage to take a prisoner. You're Catholic Welsh Norse. I'm going to move you to the dungeon. What about you? You're Catholic Franconian. I don't even know why you're here. Convert to insularism? No, just go back to the Franconian lands, honestly. I don't actually know why you're here. I think he's just an innocent bystander there, caught up in the wars. Right, so let's continue fighting this. This is done in 8 months, that's fine. If we go ahead and move this army over here, that should be good as well. They do have some reinforcements, in fact. Go up there and deal with them. It's only 100 men, but still. Greetings, my sensible liege. I have come to discover a most appalling truth about High Chieftain Failchad. Oh, my vassal. Though I loathe bringing this matter to your attention, I must inform you that this man is keeping secrets of the most alarming kind of you. She is my vassal. What is his secret? Your concern is deeply appreciated, or you better forget about all of this. High Chieftain Cact will reveal his secret to me. Child's heritage. Oh, so this guy is a bastard? Secrets. Benedictus. Oh, I already know about this. This is. I remember Benedicta, of course I do. A slippery slope. Pah! Shouts Failchad directly into my ear. My eyes open reluctantly, one at a time. That's one way to wake up, I suppose. The small child next to my bed is positively vibrating with excitement, clutching mittens and an expensive wooden platter. It's snowing outside and I want to go sledding. Will you take me? Now, because we're strong, we have this. He gains 50 opinion of us and we grow closer to forming a friendship. Just let me haul us out a table from the... Sledding on a table? Jeez. Huh, let's go ahead and do that. That actually sounds really fun. As a kid, I used like big party dinner plates to go sledding. But I've never heard of people using tables. That's kind of funny. One of my prisoners does die. Ah, there we go. The woman we just took the lands from. And we do manage to win that battle nice and easily. I will go ahead and disband this army. We really don't need it up. We can invite champions. I might go ahead and do that actually. Let's go ahead and send the Herald. We have plenty of prestige. It's free. And in 4 months we'll be able to siege this and hopefully take back the land for ours. But first we have lexical lethargy. It's hard keeping all of these languages in my head. I keep forgetting which language I am speaking. Just the other day, I accidentally introduced myself using a confusing mixture of Anglic and Goidelic words, and I did not even realize I had done so until it was pointed out to me. Perhaps I should simply let Anglic slip from my mind. Oof, 98 stress if we work harder. How much stress do we already have? We have 10 stress. I think we will just let it slip. Although we are a diplomatic person, so if we forget Anglic, that means we can't speak to the English, right? No, I must work harder and study more. We are overwhelmed by stress, but it should be okay. Mental break, dark thoughts. Guilt and shame have been plaguing me as of late. All of my sins, my flaws, my failings. These dark thoughts distract me from my responsibilities and keep me awake at night. I feel like I must do something to put an end to this mental anguish, but what could possibly help? Donating to charity will make up for my sins. So we gain a trait in Provident. We gain diplomacy, monthly income minus 50%, but stress loss plus 20%. Failchad habitually gives far more money away to charities than he can reasonably afford. We lose 75 gold. We lose 30 stress. Let's do it. Donating to charity will make up for my sins because we are quite a virtuous guy here. And there we go. We're no longer overwhelmed by stress. We are in debt now, though. Is there anything here? No, there's nothing here which can unfortunately, release some stress. This guy is Asatru Norse. I don't want him as a knight here. He could well betray me. So let's go ahead and unpause. We're about to finish this siege. And there we go. So we can go ahead and end this war here. And we do manage to imprison him there as well. Now what we can do with this is go ahead. Wait, why can't we... Oh, it's someone else. There we go. Let's go ahead and revoke his title. We do gain some more stress, but that's fine. And then I'm going to go ahead and give this guy the Earldom of Dyfed. So he can go ahead and convert it back to Welsh for me. So we are in debt. Prisoners can be ransomed. We do have some new prisoners. This guy is in house arrest. We're going to go ahead and move him to the dungeons. Let's see, you're also in house arrest. We're going to go ahead and move you to the dungeons too. Is there anyone else? You're in house arrest. Oh gosh, this kills me. I'm so sorry. But you are Welsh Norse. We're trying to kick out the Norse and the Welsh Norse. We just want people of Welsh here. Which is actually, I think it's slowly converting back to Welsh, which is good there. So we're kicking out the Norse and we're kicking out the Welsh Norse, which is all good. The Cornish are about to be wiped out as well by the English. So that's interesting. Let's go ahead and disband our army vote. Everything is looking good here. My son is almost old enough to find our wife as well. So we're going to have to find him someone. And our queen and wife is pregnant once again. Hopefully she can give me another son. I know that messes up succession a little. But it's nice just to... I do like having plenty of sons just so we are safe in case any of them get murdered or anything. Coming out to play. I'm sure Ekrad's relationship with her spouse Wiston is a very happy and productive one, but lately she has less and less time to spend with me, a dear friend, as their relationship deepens. Every time I try and get her out for even anything simple as a walk, she is apparently tied down with marital duties. I miss the good old days when we would have ourselves a great night watching the local drunkards fall over and embarrass themselves. What times we had! If only that wretched, miserable Wiston wasn't keeping us from having that again. So, my friend here, because she's married, it looks like we're not having any quality times. I suppose we have both moved on. There we go. It's a part of life, and we do gain a new diplomacy perk there. So let's go ahead and get firm hand. Monthly prestige per dread plus 1%. Do we have any dread? We currently have 27 dread, so that's going to give us plenty of prestige. You can transfer Lord Refill of Marinord to Duke Les of Gwyneth. Let's go ahead and do that and give him a vassal. There we go. We don't want to keep vassals which aren't rightfully ours. We can usurp. Prisoners can be ransomed. I'm not going to ransom anyone. That's all fine there. Now, we could go ahead and declare war for Gwent. However, I think that's it for today. So, we have managed to restructure a little bit. Luckily, Duke Les of Gwyneth here is finally taken back the Welsh lands. And there we go. My cousin is the Duchess as well. When I pass on the crowns, one of my sons will become the new King of Wales. So that would be cool. But yeah, it's been quite a productive episode. I've enjoyed this one. I will be back on Monday with another Crusader Kings 3 video. Thank you for watching, and I shall see you then.